everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time for more Postmoogle. Alright, what are we doing today? Let's see. Taking a look at my list, what's the next one? We are doing Sweet Words, Shadowy Dealings. The Deputy Postmoogle has a letter requiring delivery to a dashing band of players. If it isn't my favorite assistant, Kupo, brace yourself, for today I have a task for you that will have all the fair maidens in Gridania green with envy. This letter in my paw is addressed to none other than the homunculi. You are familiar with the homunculi, yes? The traveling troupe of troubadours renowned for stirring the seeds of passion the realm over. Ever since their recent performance in Gridania, their popularity has gone through the roof, Kupo. Why, I've handled hundreds of fan letters in the past fortnight alone. Kupo, oh? This particular epistle appears to be from a trader in Ul'dah. A matter of business, mayhap. All the more reason that it must be delivered to Gridania with haste. You will find the band and its leader, Augustiniel, rehearsing for their next performance at the Great Loam Growery. Alright, so that would be off to the Botanist Guild, I believe, is Great Loam Growery. Alright, let's get moving then. Go make that delivery. And just see what these homunculi are all about. This lilting melody I've composed is guaranteed to melt the heart of any maiden who hears it. Mark my words. Would you mind treading a bit more quietly? We are creating works of musical genius here, if you haven't noticed. I am Augustiniel, vocalist and leader of the homunculi, a lyrical genius the likes of which this realm has never before seen. And you, no doubt, are one of my innumerable fans. If you've come seeking my autograph, I ask that you return when our rehearsal is done. No, I'm not here for... your, autograph or anything. I'm here to deliver a letter. A thick envelope addressed to simply the homunculi, a popular band of traveling bards infamous for siring bastards in all the towns they tour. Oh dear. A letter? Don't tell me you've taken on a second career as a messenger girl that you might afford tickets to our next performance. Most admirable, friend. Most admirable indeed. Has our new contract arrived perchance? I am ever so looking forward to sharing our gift of music with Eorzeans the realm over. Our ballads and lays shall sweep the land, and a new chapter in the legend of the homunculi will be writ. That said, it is a touch bittersweet. It is only through Mycenta's patronage that we stand where we are today. I remember Mycenta's name. There you are. Did I hear my name? What might I do for you today, Augustiniel? Looking to procure new garb for your next performance, mayhap? My darling Mycenta, just the lady we were hoping to see. The homunculi have a most important announcement to make, and I felt you should be the first to know. To put it simply, we are taking our show on the high road. The homunculi have made arrangements for a musical tour that will span from the peaks of Kurthis to Thanalan. Why, our long-sought dream, realized at last. I truly could not be happier for you. Needless to say, as your patrons, Black Rabbit Traders will gladly provide you with the funds for this momentous undertaking. That said, recent events have thinned our coffers some, but worry not. I shall return and meet with my superiors immediately. I can promise you that you will be able to depart within the next moon. The sentiment is welcome, my darling, but that will not be necessary. A trader from Ul'dah has promised us all the gil we need. We leave on the morrow. I'm afraid there is another rub. Our new backers desire to be the sole and singular patrons of the homunculi. Our relationship with the Black Rabbit Traders has been a mutually beneficial one, but I fear that it must come to an end. What? You cannot mean this! Mycenta, my dear, we are forever in your debt for all that you have done for us, and yet you must understand. The gift we would share with the realm is too great to tarry here any longer. Parting is always such sweet sorrow, and yet the pain would only be greater were we to linger on. We will treasure the memories we have made forever, but the road calls us onward. As ever, the words flow from your lips like honey. Very well, if this is the choice you have made, who am I to stand in your way? I say only this. This tour of yours had best be the greatest show Eorzea has ever seen. As your first and foremost admirer, I'll settle for nothing less. It will be all that and more. You have my word, my dear. Adventure, I would have a word with you. Meet me beneath the bridge by the Leatherworkers Guild and speak to no one of our conversation. Alright then, if you remember, my Senta runs the Black Rabbit Trader stall over by the Aetheryte Plaza. 'Twas my Senta herself who first proposed the idea of sharing the gifts of song with the realm. The decision was a painful one, but business is business. Once again, I leave a girl in tears. My fair features, my gift of music. 'Twould seem my blessings are also my curse. It's been some time since I've written a sorrowful refrain, but suddenly I feel the inspiration striking me. Alright then, bards. They meet the stereotype to a T. On to the Leatherworkers Guild, let's go meet with my Senta, see what she has to say. Hello? I didn't realize there were other people down here. Hello, Enguren. Why is my finishing touch always but a fingernail's breadth away from perfection? I fear my mentor has lost all patience with me. At this rate, I shall never join the ranks of the Fenial artisans. I'm sure you'll get there in time, just keep practicing. Maybe eat some food for a buff. Alright, my Senta, what's up? Thank you for coming, Adventure. Let us delve straight into the matter at hand. You know that I serve as Consignor of Black Rabbit Traders, yes? It is a profession which is about as glamorous as it sounds, which is to say, not very. There was a time when I entertained the thought of leaving it in search of a more fulfilling line of work. Then, one day, I happened upon them. Their music was enchanting, and their countenances even more so. But the garb they wore, my dearly departed great-grandmother wouldn't be caught dead in those garish rags. And so I proposed an offer. The Black Rabbit Traders would clothe the homunculi in our finest garb and pay us sum sufficient to keep their instruments in good fettle. In return, their performances would serve to promote our wares. It was a relationship that exceeded the wildest expectations of all involved. Gridanians flocked to their performances, and businesses at Black Rabbit Traders burgeoned. It was a dream come true for all of us, a dream I thought would last forever. But I assure you this is no self-centered grudge. This sudden offer is most troubling. For all our successes, the profits the homunculi have brought us would barely amount to a clink in the coffers of any wealthy Uldan trader. No, I smell something amiss. I would ask for your expertise in investigating the matter. Walk the markets of Gridania and listen to the word on the street. Should you hear of any shady dealings, return here and share them with me. So you think this is an act of sabotage, then? Alright, let's go check the market, see what's up. Perhaps a competitor of Black Rabbit Traders trying to stop what fortune the Black Rabbit Traders have stumbled upon. Alright then, Parsimontre, have you heard anything? Any news? Do you take Parsimontre, master of the markets, for a common rumor monger? And to compound the insult, you come bearing not even a single eel pie. Oh, very well, I shall deign to answer, for no other reason than that you seem unlike to leave my sight until I do. All the talk about the markets of late has been the attacks on the Black Rabbit supply wagons, as you might have heard for yourself if you had a pair of working ears. With the damage visited by the calamity upon the land and its natural resources, trade has been slow to recover in Gridania these past 5 years. It's only with the wares brought in by traveling merchants from Ul'dah that these markets have been able to sustain this level of activity. The only local operation that has been able to bring in a steady profit is Black Rabbit Traders, what with their purchasing of items from adventures and my Senta's recent efforts to employ that band of honey-tongued bards in publicizing her product. Perhaps they've enjoyed a bit too much success for the others' liking. Okay then. So Parsimontre also has the similar thoughts. Whoever could be behind these unpardonable crimes? What crimes, you say? Why, I speak of the vicious attacks on Black Rabbit supply wagons, of course. I'm surprised you've not heard. The tales are so terrifying as to keep the bravest merchant up at night. My brother Markelor, stubborn as he is convinced that the Uldans are pulling the strings. I, however, believe that we should be wary against letting our prejudices color our views. Take Rishushu for one. While many merchants think only of profit, she has spared no effort in studying Gridanian culture and trade, filing regular reports to Ul'dah on the transactions made at these markets. As she tells it, she has taken on an active role in promoting Gridanian wares in her own homeland and across the realm. My brother is entitled to his opinion, but I cannot see how any could question the girl's intentions. Alright, we have someone new to talk to. Rumors, you say? Surprised you haven't heard him yourself. Can't take more than 2 steps these days without hearing of another attack on a Black Rabbit supply wagon. I've got my own theories as to the perpetrators, mind you, and they start with a certain Ul'dan wench who I reckon ain't too happy with her rival's recent successes. Evidence? Let's just call it instinct. I wouldn't trust an Ul'dan half as far as I could throw one. Honestly, prejudiced though it is, I agree with Markalor. The traders of Ul'dah are ruthless and conniving and evil. God, it is a capitalist hellscape. I fucking hate Ul'dah. It is miserable. Then again, I say the same thing about Gridania for very different reasons, which we'll be getting to, I think, in patch 2.4. Well, we've already gone into a lot of those reasons, but we'll be getting into one of the big reasons in patch 2.4. So our recent troubles are the talk of the town. Little surprised that, to the rumor monger, the misfortune of others tastes as sweet as honeyed mead. I must say, this news that Rishushu is monitoring transactions at our markets is somewhat concerning. While I have no desire to race to conclusions, I believe caution is in order. There is more. While presenting herself as an independent merchant, I have reason to believe she procures a sizable portion of her stock through the Bear Trading Company. Perhaps the name is unfamiliar to you. It is most often heard in connection with all manner of ill rumors. Dealings in stolen goods, swindling unsuspecting customers, and so on and so forth. Under normal circumstances, I'd want nothing to do with this band of thieves, but if they've set their sights on my honey-tongued homunculi, I simply refuse to turn a blind eye. Fortunately, I have an idea. I prepared a certain document that should pique Rishushu's interest. I would ask you to deliver it to her and keep her distracted. I will take care of the rest. Interesting. I wonder what you're scheming. But sure, let's take the receipt to Rishushu. See what happens. I'm curious what's even on the receipt. We'll be able to check it as we hand it over, though. Alright, Rishushu, where are you at? Right up here. Ah, my Senta, the only Gridanian I've met in my time here who understands how to do business. Whatever brings her to... Yes, what can I do for you? A long list of items purchased from adventures by Black Rabbit traders. Okay, interesting. A proposition for me, you say? I've been around for far too long to fall for empty tales of easy profits and great windfalls. But very well, let us see what you would offer. Oh, she's right there. I didn't even notice her at first. This is... a page from the Black Rabbit Ledgers, complete with a list of all wares purchased from adventures, along with their selling and purchasing prices. With this knowledge, I can simply sell the wares that they offer at a discount, while raising the price on those goods not obtainable elsewhere. Simply by following the principles of good trade, I'll be able to make a fortune! My dear Mycenta, I know not what brings you here today, but it would appear you've come just in time to watch me win over your loyal customers. Your services today will not be forgotten. Come back in a fortnight's time, and I promise you'll receive your fair share of the profits. Okay, seriously, what the hell did you plant in the... Did you plant something in her treasure chest, or did you take something from it? Mycenta and Merchant, what are you up to? I'm so curious. Alright, let's go see Mycenta. Let's go see the fallout from this. What did you just do? Oh, this could be really funny. If you planted something, you could frame her for some sort of crime, which would be delightfully hysterical. I cannot thank you enough. With your aid, the first step of my plan has been carried out to perfection. Now my visitor should be arriving at any moment. Yes, thank you. As promised, here's your payment in full. What's that look for, friend? A smart businesswoman knows how to use all of her resources, if you know what I mean. The fellow who just departed was one of Rishushu's underlings. I asked him to search his mistress's stall for 2 documents. The first one, which my new friend has dutifully delivered, is a contract with the homunculi. As I suspected, Rishushu aims to steal our profits and seeks to accomplish this first and foremost by luring our exclusive band of bards away from us. The other document I have acquired is a page from the latest report sent by Rishushu to Ul'dah. Note the red mark along our major trading thoroughfare. Assuming that Rishushu's associates at the Bear Trading Company are in possession of the same document, I suspect that the next attack on our supply caravan will strike right here. Right there, in the central shroud due southwest from White Wolf Gate. Such brazen acts and banditry cannot be permitted, yes? I beg of you, adventure, hurry into the wood and give the would-be ambushers the drubbing they deserve. Should you find any evidence of a connection to those blackguards at Bairt, deliver it to me at my place of business at the Knot. If we do not act quickly, my sweet-tongued, fair-haired beauties will be lost to Gridania forever. Okay, didn't plant anything, but look for evidence of crimes. That's much better, honestly. Much more substantial and able to get Rishushu screwed for it. Alright then, out White Wolf Gate. And let's go stand guard over the caravan. And there they are, hello! Everything okay, sir? Call me mad, but I can't shake the sense that I'm being followed. There's still rumors of these roads of late. Okay. Don't worry, we're here to stand guard. For free, of course. We're just here to do you a kindness. Hello there, outlaws. Alright, let's take care of them. And see if they have connections to Baird's. Alright, anyone else? We got one more coming in. Just one more? I would have thought there would have been an entire second wave coming in. But okay, sure. Alright. And we got a bill from Bairt. Oh dear. That shock took a year or two off my life, I reckon, but apart from that, I'm no worse for the wear. I can't thank you enough, friend. Of course, no problem. Okay, so we have our evidence then. What is my Senta going to do with this, I wonder? Alright, and we just need to head. She's back at the Aetheryte Plaza. Perfect. Alright, hello my Senta. I bring to you a Bairt Trading Company bill. We've got the proof we need. It heartens me to know that our man is safe. You have my thanks, adventurer. Pray tell, were you able to find any evidence of a connection to those rogues at Bairt? I was, a slip of parchment documenting commercial dealings with the Bairt Trading Company of Ul'dah. Aha, just as I suspected. It began as mere speculation, but I dare say we've built ourselves a most convincing case. Yes, everything has come together. Rishushu's reports on the flow of goods at the markets found their way to those scoundrels at Bairt who, seizing upon the chance for a quick profit, orchestrated the attacks on our suppliers. The stolen wares were hauled back to Bairt and then sold for a pittance to Rishushu. With the goods now in high demand, she raised her prices, doubtless funneling a portion of the ample profits back into the Bairt coffers. To add insult to injury, they were poised to use these ill-gotten gains, along with the timely troubles of Black Rabbit traders, to lure my precious homunculi away from me. Why it's a plan so brilliant, I wish I'd come up with it myself. But thanks to you, friend, it's a plan that has now been spectacularly foiled. Augustinian and the others came by just moments ago to say farewell. If we hurry, we can catch them before they depart. We must make for the airship landing without delay. I have it on good account that Rishushu will be in attendance to see them off. Let us shove the evidence of these twisted dealings in her self-satisfied little face. Oh, this will be satisfying. And showing her up, embarrassing her right in front of the homunculi? I think this deal is sunk. I think the homunculi are probably going to be staying in Gridania for a little bit longer. Hopefully they'll eventually be able to take their show on the road. But it'll be under more genuine funding. Hello there, everyone. Oh, do not cry for your Orsilfo, my Senta. 'Twould pain my heart to see your beautiful countenance clouded so. It simply won't be the same without my Senta. That said, I hear that there is no dearth of books and beauties in Ul'dah. Come to see us off, have you? That gesture is truly appreciated, but worry not. We shall return to Gridania someday, though I cannot guarantee that tickets to our performances will be easily come by. Alright, Rishushu, let's finish this. Ahem. Come for your share, have you? Patience, friend. Fortunes are not made in a day. Or do you have another proposition for me? Oh, I've got something much better for you. I've got, evidence of conspiracy, conspiracy, and more conspiracy. Well, now what have we... Well, I never. Just whose side are you on anyhow? This adventure kindly rescued one of our wagons from a band of bloodthirsty brigands. Brigands who just so happen to be in possession of the bill you now see. Meanwhile, I have managed to come into possession of detailed reports on our trading activities signed in your name and addressed to the Bear Trading Company. Quite the coincidence, wouldn't you say? Ladies, please! This bickering ill becomes your beautiful features. Rishushu, did you say you would donate a share of your profits to the Black Rabbit traders through their recent plight? Brigands? What nonsense is this? Any reports I made to Old Daw were simply in the interest of fostering trade. That my contacts at Bear would use them to such ill ends is unthinkable. Well, given their reputation, perhaps not entirely so. I suspected as much. Let me guess. You had your misgivings, but couldn't let your conscience get in the way when there were fortunes to be had. So you cast your lot with Bear to cover your eyes and ears and hope for the best. Ignorance of your complicity is no excuse, Rishushu. I hear that the Wood Whalers and God's Quiver are taking particularly severe measures regarding the sale of stolen and poached goods in light of recent events. A word or two from me and you'll spend the night in the comfort of your very own jail cell. That said, I might still be persuaded to look the other way, provided we can come to an agreement. My darling Mycenta, speaking as an almost victim of these shady schemes, I dare say Miss Rishushu's deeds should not go unpunished. Then again, one might argue it might be an equal crime to imprison such a comely lass. Really? Come on, dude! That's a bard. It's a stereotype bard, too. Sever all ties with the Bear Trading Company at once and promise you'll never so much as lay a finger on my precious homunculi again. These are my conditions, and they are not negotiable. Never again! You have my word! Starting on the morrow, every merchant in the markets will vouch that they've never seen a trader as reputable as Rishushu. There's no putting anything past you, my dear, now is there? Brilliant and beautiful. Now there's a laugh worthy of song. Says he who is ready to bolt for the desert at the call of the highest bidder. Ha! Consider yourself fortunate that when it comes to business, I can hold my own with anyone in Old Daw, or the realm for that matter. With the help of a few good friends, that is. Ha! Bold and beautiful! Oh, how could we ever have so much as thought of parting ways? Just so. I have never seen a woman more willing and able to use all the resources at her disposal to overcome any obstacle in her path. Remind me never to end up on your bad side again, my dear. Stick to your songwriting and singing and leave the financial affairs to me, and I don't foresee us having any more problems. Do we have an understanding? We do, we most certainly do. Mycenta, my dear, you are a veritable sheer force of nature. I cannot imagine any who would dare stand in your way. I'll be watching our future performances, and our ledgers, with great interest. Here's to a profitable relationship for years and years to come. Alright, we get a bunch of shards for that. Not that I need these, look at my counts. I've got thousands, but that helps. Alright then, with that, we hit carrier level 10? 9. Alright then. And next up on Final Fantasy XIV, I think it's time for another Postmoogle quest. I'll see everyone next time for that.